So a lot of what's coming through right now is threes, heavy three energy, a lot of forming of new groups, of finding your group, your soul tribe. Birds are flying over. They're in pairs all together. But I'm thinking of Ruby Gilman, the Teenage Kraken, and her groups, and they were squad solidarity. But because Ruby wasn't really showing them who she was, because she couldn't, and she didn't know if they could handle that, like they couldn't support her the way she needed to be supported. But when she did, and she finally went her own way and stepped out on it, they had her back. Like they were like, girl, you could have trusted us with this. And they even pan out to show an scene where, you know, they are supporting her on her journey. So showing yourself to the right people so that the right people may find you could be very significant in this time. I'm also thinking of my daughter has been watching Moana 2, and in the Moana 2, Moana is taking up a new role, and in this new role she needs a crew, and the crew that she picked, it's always like, really, like this is what you chose? But actually they were perfect for what she needed, perfect for the journey. They got them through, and there was a continued crew, so like an unexpected crew. So people you wouldn't expect to be on team with, be open to receiving. My sister, if she hears the show, laugh. A familiar theme anytime I pull for her or I read for her is, if you think it has to look like 1, 2, 3, 4, you're gonna miss it, because it's coming in looking like 5, 6, 7, 8. So very heavy on the unexpected crew energy. There was another one, Marvels, again with that 3 energy. The Marvels, the movie, with Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and then Captain Monica Rambeau. But them having to come together and be a part of a team, and it was very unexpected. So a lot of that could be very significant for you in this time. But let's talk on the dreams. What do we have? The dreamscape has been very, very, very busy, very vivid. A lot of blues, water energy, just out. I just feel like set sail. Cruising may be significant. My daughter cannot wait. We're going on a cruise in spring break, and she keeps asking, like, when are we gonna get to the cruise? So like setting sail, a new venture, like just a new beginning, but in the spirit of going on a new journey, the 39 me talks, repairing the mind, body, spirit. A lot of what I've been hearing has been rest. It is time to just rest. And I'm just like, no, because I gotta take action. I gotta do something, because I feel like the journey is coming, and the journey is coming. But are you gonna be prepared to take the trip? Like, are you gonna be are you gonna have all the right tools you need to be ready for it? Like, the motion is already coming. Like, it cannot stop you. And I'm like cheesing, and I'm so grateful, because I always say when I'm talking that talk, this. Okay, so I said something that obviously I wasn't supposed to say, but and then I just looked at these are mirrored numbers. So I had 39 and 63. Now, no, they're not mirrored numbers, but are they though? Because look at them. Like, look how they look. A 6 and a 9 are mirrors. 36, 63. Like, it is just very heavy on the mirror. What is your reality mirroring to you, right? And is that what you want to see? Because if not, it's time to do the inner work. Okay, so detox, that's repairing the mind, body, and spirit. So what are the thoughts that you're seeing? How does it make you feel? Do you feel good about it? Does it make you feel light, or does it make you feel bad and depressed and just it's so much anxiety? So if that's not overwhelmed, if that's not the vibe that you want, detox that. Take a break. Social media right now, take a break. You might need to. Every other swipe or video is politics. Kendrick Lamar, which is politics, which is black pride and politics and spirituality and like, take a break from it. Take a break from it. Go back in, center yourself, ground yourself. Don't go off too far. I saw a girl say something to the extent of just that quick, they pull me back into that timeline. Like, I wasn't even on that type of time, but just that quick, because you're arguing, you're exchanging energy. Use your energy wisely in this moment. And I think before I was saying about, pausing and resting so that you can be prepared for the journey. One of the things that I'm telling myself is, I have a certain goal, but I know with this certain goal, I need to be in a certain shape health-wise so that I can manage to do it. Now is a time when things are going slow, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna miss my opportunity. And it's not. I'm getting prepared for my opportunity. I'm making the room for my opportunity. I'm resting my body. I need to be detoxing my body, my mind, my spirit, doing the work now when it's easy, because when you have the thing and you still got to do the work, you're putting more on your plate. And if you're saying ultimately you want peace, you want ease, help your future self out, and this is the time. This is okay. The card behind it, which was saying all of that, was winter's dream, gestation period. Like, this is the period for it makes me think of giving birth. So like, while the baby is, you know, cooking, if you will, they're absorbing the energy, they're you know, preparing their body for life on earth, right? And so this is the time not to be sleep. Like, so get what I'm saying, rest, don't go to sleep, but be preparing, being, you know, getting your 8 nights, getting your full rest, practicing your mornings. I'm like, the energy is so, like, I gotta say it, like, I know I'm losing the words, but this is the time for you to do all the things to prepare you for the opportunity. It's no longer about, is it gonna come, will it come, oh my gosh, I'm still hoping, I'm expecting. No, I'm expecting, yes, okay, because I was gonna say hoping, but my soul is in alignment. No, I am expecting that thing is gonna happen. The plan you set forth in motion, the thing you manifest for, the prayer you've prayed, is coming, right? You want to be ready for when it comes. What are you gonna do to prepare? How are you getting yourself ready to accept that thing, to take in that thing, to have room for that thing? Okay, this is, you're getting ready to sign on you're getting ready to sign on the dotted line. But before you sign, what are all, do you know your terms and conditions? Do you know what it's gonna look like? No, because right now you're making decisions based out of all the trash that you're still holding on to. You have to detox it. You have to get it out your mind. You have to rest, not sleep. Don't go to sleep. Use this time to build, but build quiet. And this, I realized that all of a sudden I started getting into this very whisper. This isn't the time to just tell everybody and go, and not out of fear. No, my kid is looking at me. Not out of fear, but out of, this is just for me. This is a me thing. This is something that I want to do. This is something that I need to take, because people are watching. Because that's the thing. People are watching, and they're watching your every move, and they're ready to throw doubt in any wrong step that you take. And right now, you don't need to hear that. Right now, you need to tune out the noise. You need to get quiet. You need to center in so you can focus on you. This is the time for self-care. And if you look at this picture, and I didn't even see this before, but now I'm looking at it, it's like all the other things, they're in their own bubble. Like, it's probably gonna get a little blurry, but they have their own bubble. You're blocking out the noise. You're getting rid of all of the outside distractions so that you can tune in, right? And not worry about them, not worry about what they see, because from the outside looking in without any real context, you look crazy. You look like, girl, please. But and if you tell people right now, it's gonna sound crazy, and then that doubt is going to mirror. Remember, we talked about those mirrors. That doubt is gonna mirror back into you, and then you might get thrown off your path, and now is not the time. I didn't want to keep going into that because I don't want you to think it's a fear thing about it. Don't be afraid. You're not gonna throw off your path, but this is for you right now. For you right now. I keep wanting to go to another deck. I'm gonna go to another deck. Okay, let's get into another deck. Okay, I said I was gonna get to another deck, but before I got into this other deck, like, this deck is still talking, so I'm not gonna stop the flow. So I got Lost Compass, getting back to integrity. So again, it's important for you to detox and get back to your you, the you before everything else, the you before whatever you've been through, the you before the experience. You are dropping off the dead weight. You are getting out of what everybody else expects of you, so that way you can get back to your true north. Getting back to the heart of you before the world told you no. So again, we talked about like sharing with people right now. Now it's like, it's not a time to tell everybody. It's not a time for everybody to know. It's a conversation for you. The trending TikTok, one of the trending things that I've been seeing is like, I had coffee with my younger self, and I even did one of these videos, but it's getting back to the root of, you know, getting centered, talking to you. And you may run into some obstacles, right? But allow the obstacles to make you teachable. This one came out. Make you teachable, because is this something that you really are wanting? Is this making sure that, okay, yes, this is what I've been doing for so long and this is an obstacle now. Use that as an opportunity to pause and not just ram your way through, because again, you've already won. You're already going to get what you want to get. Use this as an opportunity to stop at the obstacle and pause and really think to yourself, what is this saying to me right now? Is this the situation that I really want? Am I good to go? And not in a way of, again, no fear. Don't be afraid like, oh, if I don't make this test, it's none of that. This is just an opportunity for you to really look and think about the situation. What is happening? What's causing the obstacle? What are all the moving parts in this game right now? Really look at the obstacles, because what you may think is an obstacle is not really an obstacle. It could be hidden under many masks. It could be hidden under many layers of things, and it could be, the mask could be the way your perception. So it's hidden under layers of hurt or layers of insecurity, so it's not allowing you to see the obstacle for what it truly is in the moment. So sit with it for a while. Don't be so reactive, okay? Give yourself some time to actually respond from a quiet, centered place, right? And then find your inspiration. Like, it may inspire you. It may, what is this mirroring in you? What is this triggering in you? I don't want to say mirror. What is this triggering in you? And let that help you figure out, okay, well then, why is that a block? What about this makes me feel uninspired? Or it's gonna sitting with it is going to open your mind. But when you are trying to react because of hurt, why did this make you hurt? And when you figure out once you see how this made you hurt, you're going to be inspired to do something with it. You're going to be inspired to alchemize the energy in such a beautiful way. It is going to bring in possibilities for union. It is going to connect the dots. Like, it's going to, okay, I'm thinking back to Moana, and I see the scene basically in Moana 2. An angry god cut off the center to the people. It was an island, and it channeled them. It kept them isolated because he felt like he was more powerful over the people, because again, he knew the power of the people when they come together, the power that we all hold together. So it has been isolating you, right? But once you get to the root and you see, when you really sit with it, you are going to be inspired, and by being inspired, you are going to inspire a nation. And this has been like the underlying thought in a lot of the readings that I've been doing throughout my whole journey to Jasmine. And I feel like that's just the message that I have for my collective, the people who are aligned with me, is that two birds just flew overhead. You are going in the two, this is a union, so another two, but you are here to inspire a nation. There are people waiting for you, and it may not be one big thing. It may be little pieces that you inspire them to make something. It may not be all you. This may be your part. And if this is your part, and I'm thinking of, I just started trying to watch Wicked City. I had a hard time trying to find it, but I've been seeing like the clips and stuff off TikTok. But in the Wicked City, and I've only watched one episode, so I don't know the whole storyline, but one of the girls, she was able to just see or receive magic, or see who has magic, but she couldn't actually use it for herself. But where was I gonna go with that?
Quick tangent took me out of the channel.
Hold on, that one may have not.
Reloading.
Let's think. Where was I going? Okay, sometimes all it takes is a moment to sit with yourself and really recenter and get back to the energy. But the point that I was trying to make was that, she was able to sense energy, and that was her job. And sometimes this may be your role. Like, this may be the part that you get. And if this is the part that you get, is this enough? Like, are you not even enough? Like, not saying that you don't want more, but are you truly satisfied? Can you be content with where you are? And yes, when you can be content with where you are and what you have, that is really when the universe comes down and is like, good, okay, here, because that's by the time it all works out. And it's like, oh, this is what we were trying to give you the whole time. Like, now you can handle more because you've been fine here. You're not in a state of lack or need or want. And this is what it is. That once you settle in with, I'm okay with me, you open the door, and I can inspire as just being me. You open the door for that union, and it makes the connection. And that was where I was going with the Moana thing, that she connected the people. Your role may be to just, you know, voyage out and find new lands, but it is because of what your role is. It's going to inspire other people to pick up and do their role, and that is what I'm hearing. And at the back of the deck was the dragon's hoard, protecting the future. Okay, so you right now, you are building your legacy, and it is setting up for your future. But don't feel like you're not going to get to experience, because I know that you keep seeing the angle, I know that you see how beautiful it is, and you're nervous that you're not going to get to the beautiful that everybody else is going to experience. 4 birds just flew ahead. You are, but it is also building a legacy that is for the future. That is for the future. And this is going to lead me into my dragon wisdom deck. Let me set that up real quick. All right, now for the dragon wisdom oracle deck. Let's see. We left off with you building, this is like bigger than you. It's a legacy for, you know, future generations. Like, it's not about if you're going to be able to break the generational curse. It's about the generational curse is already broken, and now that it's broken, what's it going to happen? And we talked a lot about mirrors, and this is green. It's giving me heart chakra energy. So again, like, what is mirroring out? I think looking in the mirror and really seeing. And then it also 3s again. There's 3 faces in here. So what is being mirrored to you? And I feel called to read certain parts of this deck to tell you exactly what needs to be said. The messages are always really good. So you see yourself wherever you look, in the gestures or words of others. Everything that touches you emotionally is bound up with you. You are part of it. You have probably been told this a million times. So why don't you believe it? So why do you believe it to be true only when someone is unpleasant to you? When you adopt a negative stance? Do you also look in this mirror when another person full of love, beauty, and truth touches you emotionally? Is it the same mirror? And it is the same mirror, and you are a part of it too. The whole time I'm trying to read it, I kept hearing slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. And again, this is that if you are responsible for every negative thing, right? If again, you can adjust, you can co-create. You need to go deep within and figure out what do you want to reflect. And when you see the beauty that you are reflecting, that's you too. Like, also give yourself credit. So when you are detoxing all the things, really look at it, okay? And decide for yourself, what beautiful energy do you want to keep. The mirror of this world was created for you, created to lead you to mastery. Respect it and be grateful for it. So be grateful for the experiences that you are receiving in this time, okay? The back of the deck was calling, so water chalice. Water chalice. And again, I kept saying that water energy, the very sailing, and this is the emotional. The other card I mentioned about you being bound to the emotions, and I thought of something I said the other day to people. You gotta like let go of the load. Like, I'm hearing the Erykah Badu Bad Lady. Like, you gotta like, take some of that off of you, because it is slowing you down. A lot of those emotions, that heavy weighted energy, you know. So detoxing, cleanse that energy, even the emotional baggage, like the emotional warfare, all of that, you gotta release it. And water chalice says, let's see. Okay. Alba, the queen of all dragons, is white as freshly fallen snow, and her scales are set with thousands of sparkling diamonds. She is the guardian of the 4 holy chalices, the protector of 4 elements, and warden of the holy hall of baptism in which these chalices stand. So I think I thought I was recording the last part, and it did not save. So I'm gonna try to do this again. It is gonna be as impactful. It's gonna have everything that it needs to have. So basically, what I said was, it is now time for you to give yourself a water baptism. You've already been through the fire. The fire chalice was the card that came out right before that. Let me see. I had to basically, like, my daughter had pulled it, and you've already been through your trial by the fire. You know, you've already experienced that. Now it is a chance for you to be renewed by a water bath, and that was what we started with the detox. Give yourself an opportunity to be baptized in the water, to free yourself from emotions and hurts and things that are no longer yours, so that way you can make the decision to really decide what path. Oh, it came out. What path is the path for you, okay? And this path does not have to be coded by fear. Hold on. This path does not have to be coded by fear, right? This path can be one of truly beautiful. What do you want it to be? What do you expect it to be? And this time, it's your new world. but be silent about it, and not out of fear. And I think the example I gave was like when you have a newborn baby, you're not afraid of people coming around and taking your baby, but you are afraid that people are going to come by with their negative energy and their colds and their germs, and it is somehow going to shape your new world, your new baby, this new life that you're bringing in. So in this season, you just got to be a little bit you don't need the external validation, the praise, and the yeah girl, that's the right thing. You don't need any of that, because the external validation is going to present itself in the form of a beautiful reality, a soft reality, a reality that truly reflects what it is that you say that you want. So get clear. Do you really want it? If you don't know, start weeding out. Get to the bottom of it. Don't just say, I want to be a content creator because I want to live this lifestyle. Do you want to? Do you want to get up and record every day? Do you want to get up and make every little moment a capturable moment? Or do you just want it to feel like how you feel or you perceive that their experience is because they have these things? What is the heart of what you truly want? And be grateful. Be grateful. So grateful for this opportunity to reconnect and remake your story, to redesign your story, to create all new scripts, to come back for a new season, and to be able to play the season any way that you want. Alright, I love y'all. I didn't know I was going to do this, so the editing may be a little bit but I just wanted y'all to have it. Have a great one.